After Abram settled Canaan, came a famine on the land. Egypt wasn't plenty. Abram took his household in his hand. Went down to the Egyptians, both to partake of their food and to be an auditor, a priest, and hear their gods pursued. Listen to their notions of divinity and frame, ready to convert if their philosophy was the same, or higher truth than isn't ready to convert them back if his own ideas prove the truer of the priestly track. This the openness of Abram, first philosopher of all, not dogmatic but a listener to every priestly call. Yeah, this fear was great for Sarai, beautiful of face, for the madness of the Egyptians toward the women race, lest the king should kill him to obtain his wife by force. Abram contrived the stratagem of sister and the source, told her to symbol pretend to be his sister at the gate, for the saving of the household in the prophet's holy state.
Abram in the Egypt was the teacher of the taught
arithmetic and astronomy, the wisdom that he
taught Chaldee to Egyptian to the Grecian what he taught.
As he came into the Egypt famous Sarai's face was spread. Pharaoh would not be satisfied with rumor of her head, wanted to see her himself preparing to enjoy, but the maker put a stop to the unjust royal ploy, sending the distemper on the king and on the throne. Sedition against the government, the priest records alone. Both at once the body and the kingdom fell to fail. Pharaoh asked the priest for cause, and they told him the trail. This your miserable condition derived from wrath of God upon your inclination to abuse the stranger's rod. Pharaoh out of fear inquired who the woman truly was, found the truth, excused himself to Abram for the cause. Said I thought a sister, not the wife, so I assumed. Wanted affinity by marriage, not the lust resumed. Made him gift the money, great and freedom of the gate, to converse with all the learned of the Egyptian state.
Abram in the Egypt was the teacher of the taught
arithmetic and astronomy, the wisdom that he
taught Chaldee to Egyptian to the Grecian what he taught.
Now the Egyptians were divided in their customs and their rites. Each despised the other's sacred ways, the priestly fights. Abram conferred with each of them and confuted what they said. Reasoning was vain, and boy, the truth he showed instead, demonstrating that their arguments were nothing but the air. And he was admired as wise philosopher beyond compare. Sagacity in every subject that he undertook to teach, persuading every other man to assent within his reach. This my central claim to read is Greek for what he gave. Arithmetic he taught the Egyptians from the Chaldee way. Science of astronomy he delivered to that ground. Egyptians had not known the parts of learning he had found, for the science came from Chaldea into Egypt by his hand. And the Greeks the science traveled from the Egyptian land. Greeks who pride themselves in mathematics know the source came through Abram from the Hebrew chain along the course.
Chokhmah in the Hebrew is the wisdom that he carried. Chokhmah is the science of the heavens he had married. From the pagan superstition Abram had it pure. Mitzrayim in the Hebrew is the Egypt of the Lord. Abram brought the Chokhmah from the Chaldee to the Nile, taught the Egyptians arithmetic, the priestly file. Then the Greeks received it from the Egypt to the west. This the priest records, the science came from Hebrews blessed.
And the famine drove the prophet to the Egypt then addressed, and the sister stratagem preserved the household priest expressed.
And the Pharaoh's lust was halted by the maker who professed,
and the Egyptian priest revealed the cause the prophet manifest.
And the teaching of arithmetic was Abram's gift impressed.
And astronomy he gave them science, Greeks received impressed.
And the Hebrew chain to Egypt to the Grecian was confessed.
And I bowed my head and wrote the teaching of the test.
This the source of Greek philosophy, priest will say redressed.